Holy crap, guys, we just looked out the window and this guy's boat's dragging all the way right next to us.
We gotta go try to help this guy's boat.
Why? We're on a rescue mission. He said to do whatever we could, and that's what we're gonna do. We're sailing good, bad, and ugly. 3 years ago, we bought our boat off Craigslist for $5,000. I'm Kristen, and this is Matt. We are known to break the rules and do things a little less traditional. Hit subscribe to join the adventure. Thanks to our patrons for keeping us going. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sailing GBU. Today's video is just going to be showing you a day on a sailboat during a storm. And it's 8 a.m. right now, and as you can see, the weather doesn't look bad at all. It's a light breeze, and I'm just going to document how it goes. If you've seen our last video, we took most of our stuff down and prepped the boat for a hurricane, for 50 to 60 mile an hour winds at least. So we'll see. Hopefully everything goes okay. It's about 10:30 now, and the wind is starting to pick up, and I see a few clouds now. The storms are slowly coming in. Matt's working on a few last things, but pretty much we're set to go. So it's gonna be pretty boring if nothing bad happens, which hopefully it is boring. But the howling of the wind has definitely started.
So I'm gonna put a couple little tie downs on this solar panel just to give it a little bit of more downward pull. It's going to be a small preventative measure just for now. I may beef it up later depending on what the weather's going to do. And then also I had some neighbors pull in front of me, a couple of trawler Trevors. They came in, just dropped anchor and took off, but they dropped a couple anchors. It looked like they knew what they were doing. They must live here. They seemed pretty local, so everyone's staying safe, everyone's getting out of this storm. We weren't the only ones with this idea.
Holy crap, guys, we just looked out the window and this guy's boat's dragging all the way right next to us.
What the Alright guys, so that's why you have ditch plans. This is something that these people came.
We are gonna sit here and talk this through. What the hell are we gonna do? Let's figure that out, not tell people what to do. We need to figure out what we're gonna do ourselves.
They're on their anchor. What I think I'm going to do is, as bad as this sounds to look at it, I'm going to leave it as it is for now because the wind is never supposed to come more west in that direction.
When I looked out the window, it was right next to us. We need to get out like a bumper or something.
Yeah.
I just don't get how they're dragging. The wind's not even strong yet. This is like a normal day so far.
I'm gonna jump in the dinghy. You think I should jump in the dinghy and run to the marina and see if anybody knows? Because their dinghy has to be up there. So maybe someone's
and you're
there.
gonna leave me here?
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. This is kind of tough here because I don't want to move their boat, but at the same time, I don't want their boat to start slamming into mine when it starts blowing 40 knots. I don't want it to drift down to me, then it turns and it comes back. They obviously didn't do a great job anchoring it. It's clearly stuck now though, but oh man, that's a really tough tough position for me to be in. Marina de Salinas, Marina de Salinas. They're not gonna know anything about it.
All right, we made the decision to send Matt off to the marina. I'm just gonna stay here and watch out. There's not really much I can do if it starts slapping in, but he thinks this is the best idea to rush to the marina and see if he can find something out about the people.
Okay, so the reason I'm gonna go to the dinghy dock is because a lot of people that travel will have contact info on their dinghy in case their dinghy gets lost. So what I'm gonna do is go there, find their dinghy. Hopefully there's some contact info and I can hopefully get a hold of them, because that's very, very close.
It looks to me that it's still dragging back. Obviously, it's going further and further back. So I don't think we're gonna have any problems with it hitting us. So hopefully Matt can find them out there and he'll be able to hopefully contact them. If not, their boat just is gonna keep going back. Hopefully Matt hurries. I mean, obviously he's hurrying, but it's pretty shallow back behind there. You can see maybe the sand from here, but it might just end up on the sand. Well, it's been about 10 minutes maybe at most, and it looks like the boat is either just about to be running aground over there or it is, and Matt's still not back and storms are starting to come in. So that's the update. I don't have anything else to really say. It breaks my heart to watch a poor boat just drag on back.
Grab the GoPro, we gotta go try to help this guy's boat.
Why?
He's probably already on that shoal. So I flew all around the bay, I got the guy's number. I had to go to like 10 different docks till I found the dinghy where he was, and there's people, I helped some guy like put his anchor chain down and all that craziness too. So I'm back now and his boat's still dragging. I don't want to touch his boat because then if something bad happened. Hello? I'm the gray sailboat that's right next to you, where you had your boat in Salinas. It's dragging, it's out of the mouth now. Would you like me to go try to dive in and make sure your anchors are stuck or something like that? I don't want to get on your boat or do anything without you giving me permission. Okay, what I'm gonna do is get it stuck as best I can. You're getting close to that shoal that's just south of the entrance. So I'm just gonna go get it stuck, play with your anchors, and if anything, I'll take in a little bit of road once it's stuck to try to keep you off of that shoal and do the best I can. I'll do everything I can with your anchors, and then I guess I'll just see you when you get here. If you need help, I can dive and do all that stuff. If you need any help, just let me know. Okay, so he's about 2.5 hours away, and he's gonna be on his way here shortly, so it sucks. He's gonna be getting here right when the weather's getting here, so we have a little party today.
What did he say? Did he say he
said he told me to do whatever I could do to save it, to try to help it, so let's go over there and see what we can do.
Does it run aground?
Yeah. So maybe he's not on too much.
We're on a rescue mission. He said to do whatever we could, and that's what we're gonna do.
I'm gonna run an anchor out here, set it, and then go try to pull him off this shoal. We have a little bit of a lull in the wind, but there's a storm coming right there. So it's gonna
The boat is moving a little bit.
Yeah, it's gonna get pretty rowdy. I'm gonna try to get him off that shoal, get him some wiggle room. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna get you next to that boat. And then I'm gonna gonna swim out, set that anchor, and then I'm gonna try to pull him out this way, and then I'm gonna start to pull his anchors out too. That neck is killing me. Yeah, I'm standing right here, so I would say he's right about at his draft level, draft max. All right, so now I'm gonna jump up on deck and try to pull it off this shoal, and hopefully I can pull it. We'll see. It's like a heavy boat. Shit! All right, I got him off the shoal. Now we're gonna go, I'll reset his mid, I'll reset mine again, and then I'll reset his third one. So we'll have 3 anchors, and that'll at least save him till he gets here. And then we can do what we gotta do then. So you can get a good perspective of his ropes, where they're at. They're both going out there. Basically, he was just drifting right along this shoal, and they both caught right in like 2 feet of water. So as the north came in, he would have wrapped right up on that little tiny shoal. Here his roads had crossed over one another, so I'm gonna get this one out and take it out that way. Get it into some deeper water. Looks like he's got a pretty beefy anchor. It's well stuck now. Feeling some chain. But yeah, you see that wasn't very hard. That was not very hard to pull up, so we're gonna get this out there and we're gonna get it stuck.
Watch out, the fish are popping over there.
I can't catch a break today. Basically, I just have to lather, rinse, repeat, do the same thing I just did 3 or 4 more times, and that's gonna hold him tight till he gets here. And then once he gets here, we'll be moving on with the story. All right guys, so I don't know if you can hear me, the weather's coming back in now. I got him pretty straightened away. As long as he's here in 2 hours like he said he'd be, this ain't gonna be no problem, and we should be able to get him somewhere a little safer once he gets this bad boy running. I couldn't tow it. I tried to man dolphin it all the way in there and I couldn't pull it. But yeah, the problem is there's no chain on the road. It's just rope, and even though he had a lot of scope out and a pretty good sized anchor on one of them, without the chain to hold it down, it just pulls the shank right out and it'll keep popping. So I hate to critique any captain too harshly, but this had a very, very low success rate. I would have not been happy if I'd have known this was the setup in front of my boat with a tropical storm. Isaiah, is that how you say it?
Something like that.
Isaiah was coming, and Isaiah said no bueno with no chain. So I think it's good. Hopefully he gets here and we'll get everything safe. I think it's good. I think we saved Buddy some trouble, and you know, we rescued a boat during hurricane, or not hurricane, excuse me, I don't want to be too dramatic. Tropical storm Isaiah. I'm not thrilled that my third anchor, my emergency anchor, is somewhere else now, but I think that's
the
the
rain's
boaters
coming.
go. Ah! Boater's code is over! Alright, so it's about 3:30 here. Rain's setting in. It's not dark time yet, but it's getting dark because of the rain clouds. So I'm gonna go out there and check my anchors while I still have enough light to do so. Alright, so it looks like our buddies are arriving. Okay, so you saw our friend leaving. His boat was safe and sound and he was back at the helm. No bent props, nothing crazy like that. He ran into another gentleman in the bay that has a mooring that's going to be available for him, so he's just going to get on that for the night. We're supposed to get some bad weather coming in from the south, so the worst of all of this is coming. We're kind of in the eye of the storm right now, I guess, and it's going to pick up throughout the night, and then it should be more or less over with by tomorrow evening, and I'm hoping that that works out.
Yeah, so tonight we might get a bit of weather in for us, but we'll see.
We got that blast of weather this morning, and that's what blew Buddy off of his stuff, and then it was pretty rough in there, but that's one thing you're going to have to do. When you start cruising, if you're looking into cruising, there's a lot of rescuing one another that goes on. You know, you're going to help your cruisers, so don't be shy. If you need help, if you're going to give help, just go out there and do it, because we all got to help each other out, and we got to, you know, be as one. But also be very careful. Like earlier in the video, I didn't want to just jump right on that guy's boat because everyone's different. If you're in a very litigious place like South Florida, you know, if you get on the guy's boat, you're pulling his anchors and then something even worse happens, you may be held responsible for that. So be careful, but at the end of the day, you got to do the right thing and you got to follow your heart.
And we followed our heart.
It was all good. Bad weather in the morning. Now we're in the lull of it. Now we're going to get more bad weather tonight, but it should be manageable. We did all the prep work. I think we'll be fine. Now it's just a dark terror coming for us. Darkness. Alright, so just a quick update. It's about 4 in the morning right now. It's getting pretty wild out there. It's been wild for about the last 2.5 hours. She's putting on quite a show. Pretty tired, long day. Definitely wanted to get some more rest, but I had to go save that guy's boat. So yeah, we're blowing at about 50 knots right now, and hopefully I get some sleep when the sun comes up. It's supposed to be at like mid-30s, 40s range by then.
Alright guys, so we slept a whole day after the storm because we didn't really sleep the night of. And the next day we decided to go out and venture and see what the rest of the boat community looked like. See if boats were dragged up in the mangroves, and they were.
Yeah, a couple boats broke loose. The thing about this storm is it just intensified really quickly. So it was nothing, then it turned crazy. But we went out and,
in the middle of the night.
Yeah, middle of the night, and some people, even in other countries, people got hit a lot harder than anticipated. But we went out, saw Buddy's boat, dragged our friend that got a mooring. Obviously the mooring wasn't quite up to snuff. The chain of the mooring just snapped. I guess it was an older mooring. So Yeah, that was.
He had double bad luck.
Double bad luck. Sometimes I guess you just got a dark cloud over your head. I don't know, but I'm glad that we were able to help. I was lucky that we were in a position to be able to try to help the guy out and do him a favor, and it was pretty cool. And it shows that, like we learned when the lady gave us a ride in Patias, karma goes around. It goes in one big circle. So we paid a little out, they paid a little out. But we got him up out of the mangroves, and he anchored up. I think he's on his way now. He already took off. So
He went to the marina, maybe?
he's going to St. Thomas.
Oh.
But so yeah, really nice guy. And the reason that his anchors were dragging was because he had only rope. His windlass on his boat doesn't take chain. So it's kind of just like a day cruiser, weekender type deal. And didn't take chain. So he had no chain on the thing.
Yeah, it explains why he only had
and chain is a big deal when you're swinging really heavily side to side. So chain's a big one. But it was cool, man. It was great to be able to help someone build up some karmic capital, I guess. And, you know, life is good.
Yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, give this video a share, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.